Hey y'all, so this video we're talking about the Rock Island Armory TAC Ultra Double Stack 1911. A 1911 has always been my favorite pistol until I shot an STI 2011. After that, I knew I had to get a double stack 1911. To me, one of the disadvantages about a 2011 compared to a 1911 is that a 2011 usually comes in 9mm or 40. And traditionally, 1911s are 45, or that's what they're originally made as. Now, over the years, it has been more common that you see calibers like 9mm, 22, and 40 in 1911 platforms. The pros about these smaller calibers are they're usually a higher capacity. You can usually fit 16, 17, kind of like a Glock. The problem is, when you're running a classic 45 1911, you run into capacity problems, maybe 7, 8 rounds. There have been more companies exploring and experimenting with the idea of double stacked. Okay, so you have Smith & Wesson messing around with double stacked 45s. You got Glock messing around with double stacked 45s. But now, Rock Island Armory has come out, and I'm pretty sure it's been out for, a little bit, a 1911 double stacked in 45. That's what we're rocking. A beauty, an absolute beauty, and clear. And if you look up here on Rock Island Armory's website, you'll see in the TAC 1911s, you'll see they come in 45, 10mm, 40 Smith & Wesson, and 9mm. As well, I have seen, if you look up Tactical Toolbox, I'll put his video right here, he talks about how you can switch from a 9mm to 22 TCM. So when people look and decide between a 9mm and a 45, their biggest thing is the bullet size or capacity or whichever one. When running a 9mm, you have some pros like capacity. Usually when you're running a Glock 9mm, it's going to hold more, 17, who knows. But you do give up power, but you give up knockdown power. A little faster, but you give up knockdown power. Now when running a 45, you gain knockdown power, but usually you tend to give up capacity in your gun. But I want you to see, look at that difference. I was able to find a 45 compared to a 9mm. You can see the big difference right there. But remember, this is faster and usually you can hold more, but this hits harder, but it is a little slower. And the fact that I'm able to put 14 plus 1 into this means I'll be rocking a 45 double stacked 1911. So I'm going to show you everything you get within this box when you buy it brand new. So if we turn it this way, it's not going to be this messy. I'm just showing you what you get. You get your pamphlet. You get your lock. You get a little bag you can put your stuff in. I just took it out. You have your chamber plug, and then you get your 2 shots from manufacturer saying you're all good. And then of course you get your beauty, the 1911. I want to show you, this is a Filipino made gun, but it is a very well made Filipino 1911. Let's see, go back. Clear, but smooth. Smooth. And then your trigger, even smoother. So if we talk about this and look at this, you can clearly see a beautiful 1911. All the pictures of it. Then, as you go down, talk about the specs. You see, it has, you see if you talk about the 45 version, MSRP is $906. Pretty good for, 1911s. Usually when trying to find a double stack 1911, you do run into the prices of the teens, and if not more. You got STI, they're a few $1,000s. This being 906 or cheaper, I just had to do it. But if you talk about the specs, it comes with a 5-inch barrel, of course the caliber being 45 ACP, with a capacity of 14 rounds. See if you can zoom in on that. 14 rounds. On your sights, your front sight is a dovetail fiber optic front sight, with your rear being an LPA MPS-1 type adjustable rear sight. Your weight on this is 2.7 pounds unloaded and loaded at 3.64. It's a little on the heavy side, but say you're shooting competition or just in general you want to keep the recoil of the 45 down, you might want something heavier just so it's easier to aim. Next, your dimensions, your length is 8.75 inches, your width being 1.313 inches, and your height being 5.5 inches. Next, your grips and finish. Your grip is a G10. Your frame is parkerized, with your slide being parkerized too. So you can see up here, easy to grip, easy to pull back, pretty slick. 1911s are known for having an excellent trigger. I would think that's even the most iconic part of it, is how smooth the trigger usually is. On this, the trigger pull is 4 to 6 pounds, and in the barrel, your length of twist is 1 16 inches. And all of this is made out of 4140 ordnance steel. My two favorite things about this 1911 in particular is, of course, first being it is double stacked. You have 14 in the mag and 1 in the chamber. Next, let's go ahead and make it clear, is the sights. To show you how much I like these sights, or how well the sights do for me, we're going to send it to this video. Now, I want to talk about these sights. For me, personally, I like having a bright front sight, and one that differs from the back sights, okay? So just like this, these are my perfect situation. You have bright white ones in the back, and then a bright orange one in the front. That allows me to, instead of focusing on the rear, focus on the front and my target. We're going to put it to the test how well these sights are by shooting at those targets over there, or still targets. We are 25 yards away, and we're going to see out of 5 shots how many I hit out of the, let's put 3, let's say we put 3 on the big one, 2 on the small one, and we'll see how accurate it is. So, clear. Let's walk up. See? You have 3 hits on the big gong, then 1 on the small one. But you can still see this 45 just smacking this. It's still rocking. But 4 out of 5, pretty good. 25 yards away. Haven't even adjusted these sights. If I do, who knows, might hit 5 out of 5. But if you want to look around, okay, that's paper from the last video. But if you look at these little pieces on here, so pick it up. Look at that. It's from that target. It's where it chipped off. So pick that up. But you see all around here, see on this board, you can see all these little streaks. That's from that too. So if you're shooting steel, make sure to wear eyes, just in case any of this does fly back. But 4 out of 5 gets a thumbs up from me. But making this video, I just really wanted to show off my new pistol. So if you guys want to see any more of it, competition, experiment, who knows, just comment down below. Besides that, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's